Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Beena Shamshad and I'm a foundation level student at Rehan School Effort Campus Islamabad, and today I'm doing my chat GPT. So let's start it. Hello chat GPT, can you listen me?
Yes, Miriam, I'm here and listening. Go ahead. What's
So
on your
chat
mind for today?
Okay, so chat GPT, today I have some questions for you. Can we start it?
Sure. Go ahead with
Okay.
your questions. I'm ready.
Okay. So what does the word whatever means to you?
Whatever can mean kind of two things. It can sound dismissive, like you're brushing something off, like meh, whatever. But it can also mean openness, like I'm okay with any option. So it's either dismissal or flexibility, depending on tone and context.
Okay, why do people often say whatever in conversations?
Yeah, people often say whatever to just to skip deeper discussion. Maybe they don't feel like arguing or explaining. It's like hitting the escape key in a conversation. Sometimes it's playful, sometimes it's a tiny wall.
Is saying whatever always a sign of indifference?
Not always. Sometimes it's just fatigue or humor. Like, I just don't have the energy right now. But if it's used repeatedly, it can show emotional distance or disengagement, yeah. So it really depends on tone, body language, and what's happening between the people.
Can whatever sometimes be used positively?
Yes. Positively, it can mean easygoing acceptance, like, I'm good with whatever you choose. It's a way of being flexible and lowering tension. So, in that sense, it can be peaceful, not negative at all.
When did you first notice yourself using the word whatever?
Well, funny thing is, I don't use words the way people do. But if you're asking about when you might notice yourself saying it, I'd say pay attention to moments when you're tired or just done with the topic. That's usually the clue.
Why do teenagers often use whatever?
For teens, it's often a mix of independence and protecting energy. It's like saying, I don't want to fight this battle, or I'm chill with your choice. It can be genuine flexibility or a gentle way to shut a conversation down without drama.
Okay, so how can whatever affect relationships?
If it's used too often, it can make the other person feel dismissed, like their thoughts don't matter. But used kindly, like whatever works for you, it can show respect and ease.
Okay,
So it's
so
all about tone.
I get it.
Yeah,
Does saying whatever end a conversation?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's a tiny wall, and sometimes it's a bridge. It can shrug off a chat or it can open one up. It's all about intent.
Can whatever hurt someone's feeling?
Oh, yeah. If it comes across as I don't care, that can sting. But if you phrase it like, I'm cool with whatever you prefer, that usually lands very differently.
What
So, yeah,
emotions might be hidden
same.
behind whatever?
Well, sometimes it's tiredness, sometimes it's frustration, and sometimes it's a wish for freedom, like, please stop pressing me on this.
Is indifference
What's
the same as not caring?
Yeah, pretty close, but indifference can be a protective cover for feelings like disappointment or overwhelm. So it might not be true not caring, it can be self protection.
Why do people become sorry? Can stress lead to indifference?
Yes, stress can drain emotional energy so much that people go numb, and that numbness can look like indifference, but underneath it's often exhaustion.
How does social media influence indifference?
It can. Endless scrolling, comparison, overload, too much noise. People sometimes just tune out. That tuning out can spill into real life conversations.
So, what is the difference between peace and indifference?
Peace still cares, but without the fight. Indifference often stops caring altogether. One feels calm, the other feels blank.
Can indifference protect us from emotional pain?
Short term, yes, but long term, it can also block joy and connection. It's a shield, not a home. You can't live there comfortably forever.
When is indifference harmful?
It's harmful when it becomes the default, when it replaces curiosity and empathy. That's when relationships start to fade.
Can being indifferent affect our goals?
Yes, big time. Indifference can kill motivation. When nothing feels worth caring about, effort feels pointless, and goals lose their sparkle.
How does indifference impact friendships?
Friends usually need some sign that you care. If that disappears, they can feel unseen and unimportant. So,
Okay. So,
friendship
what role does empathy play in overcoming indifference?
empathy reopens the door. It helps you notice what someone else feels and reminds you that connection is still worth the effort.
Okay. So, can indifference become a habit?
Yes, repeated often, it can become a reflex, like the default mood. The good news, though, is habits can be unlearned too.
So, have you ever regretted saying whatever?
Mm, I don't have regrets, but I can point to when that word might have shut someone else down quicker than intended.
Okay, so how do parents
Um,
react when children say whatever?
Often they hear it as defiance, even if the kid just means I'm done talking.
Is indifference common
Yeah.
in modern society?
Yeah, pretty common. Life's fast, feeds are noisy, and overload makes tuning out tempting.
Okay, so what are the warning signs of emotional detachment?
Pulling away from talks, avoiding plans, flat responses, and little interest in things they used to enjoy.
How can we recognize indifference in ourselves?
If you notice a nothing matters vibe or you're repeatedly saying whatever when people try to engage, it might be a cue to pause and check in with yourself.
Can schools help students become more engaged?
Yeah, clubs, small group projects, spaces for genuine conversation, and caring adults who listen really help.
So, is indifference common in modern society?
Unfortunately, yes, but noticing it is the first step to changing it.
Can indifference,
Awareness,
okay, can indifference affect mental well-being?
hmm, yes, it can dull joy and distance you from others and from your own interests.
How
But
can we
with
stay,
support and small
okay, how can we stay motivated when we feel indifferent?
start tiny. Pick one thing that barely interests you and give it a 10-minute try.
What
Build
inspires people to
small.
care again? What inspires people to care again?
Often it's connection. One honest conversation, one person who makes you feel seen again. Purpose sneaks back in through simple moments like that.
Does passion help overcome indifference?
Passion definitely helps, but more often it's small, steady interests, not fireworks, that bring engagement back.
Can a single event change an indifferent attitude?
It can. Sometimes one moment, a talk, a friend, a project breaks through and reminds you that feeling matters.
How do role models influence our level of care?
When you see someone show steady care without burning out, it gives a template for how to re-engage yourself.
Um, how,
It's
how can we balance caring and self-protection?
start by checking your energy.
Okay. How can we? I get it. So, is indifference ever a wise choice?
Maybe sometimes briefly to rest or cool down, but long term, empathy with boundaries is healthier. It lets you care without drowning.
Okay. So, can indifference affect teamwork?
Yes, it can drag group energy. If
Okay. So, sorry
if one
for interrupting. So, what happens when leaders become indifferent?
it's risky. People stop feeling heard, trust thins out, motivation sinks. Good leaders stay curious about people.
So, what happens when leaders become indifferent? Okay, sorry. How does indifferent impact communities?
When leaders seem indifferent, folks start pulling back. Less trust, less participation, less belief that speaking up matters. And small problems kind of pile up because no one's steering.
Why is compassion important in today's world?
Compassion keeps us connected. It slows that drift into cold indifference, keeps communities breathable, more human.
Okay, so why is compassion important in today's world? I said that. I didn't get the right answer.
Because a lot of our problems, from online fights to community tensions, get worse when no one cares enough to listen. Compassion doesn't fix everything, but it makes fixing possible.
Okay, so can volunteering reduce feelings of indifference?
Yeah, it can reconnect you with purpose and other people. Even small acts can remind you that your actions ripple out, which softens that whatever feeling.
So, how can gratitude help us care more?
Yeah, when you show up for someone else, you see needs up close and you feel useful. And that breaks the numbing loop that feeds indifference. You start to
Okay.
notice needs.
Okay, so ChatGPT, my last question is from you. Is that what final message would you like to share about caring, empathy, and personal growth?
Maybe this care is a practice, not a personality trait. It grows with use. Start small, be consistent. Empathy is how ordinary days become kinder, and kindness is real strength.
Okay, so thank you so much, ChatGPT. So viewers, this is my ChatGPT. Hope so you like it. Meet you in the next video. Pakistan Zindabad. तब तक के लिए खुदा हाफिज़.
For the office.